ForumDE welcomes you, and I hope you have a very well weekend and you are also learning apart from enjoying your weekend. So, uh, let me start with the session today. We will go through some of the, glimpse of what we have learned yesterday. So, before proceeding, any doubts from the yesterday session anyone have, let me know. Okay, I'm going through what we have learned yesterday. We will cover that in 5-10 minutes, and then we will go proceed with today's session. Okay, so thank you everyone for joining. So yesterday, what we have learned. Let me share my screen. Something basic about SQL, right? Um, Let me know if my screen is visible. Is my
Yes,
screen visible to all?
yes, yes.
Yes, Akshay.
Yeah. Okay. So we have learned about the basics of SQL, what the SQL is. It's like a communication language to a relational database, okay? A way of communicating. We have learned what are databases, what are tables, what are different categories of SQL commands, right? And we have learned some of the basic commands like I have done practically. Today we will create those like tables or database from the scratch, and also we will solve some questions today related to that, okay? And types of databases mostly used in, okay, relational databases, and what is relational database and what is NoSQL, no relational database. Like relational databases when the data is stored into in the form of tables like rows and columns, right? So that kind of thing we will learn. Let me show you some of the, like when the data is formed in the form of rows and columns, like employee ID, first name, last name, age is a columns, and this 1 2 3 4 John Jane is the row. So in that format we are saying that it's a relational database. Okay, so we have learned some basics of asset properties. What are asset properties? We will have a detailed session over this in future, because it's a very important related to OLTP concepts, and in the field of data engineering also it plays an important role. And some of the examples of relational databases we have learned. Non-relational databases, like although we are not going to teach that because it is like, but we have covered this on a very short note description, that it is also a type of databases which stores unstructured or semi-structured data like JSON's format, unstructured like videos or images, right? So its basic use case is big data or real-time analytics. And we have learned what is schema, what is database, okay, structure. So that kind of things we have learned yesterday, right? So anything uh, you guys have doubt from previous session, please let me know, or you can post it in the chat window. I hope everyone has installed SSMS in their systems. Anyone? Alok, have you installed SSMS in your system? Do you find any issues, or Praveen? Okay, it, like I am believing that everyone has a system is their system. If they don't have, please let us know. Yesterday also we have helped our students to know install the SSMS on their system. If you are facing some issues, we can definitely help you on the fly only today. You can share your screen if you are facing some issues. Okay, so let me start what we will learn today. Okay, so we will start with some of the basic commands to create a database. Okay, so as we have yesterday, we have already learned, I think you all are aware of this interface, SSMS, SQL Server Management Studio, and how you enter this. Yesterday, we have done it live also. We have installed it live on, I think, some of the student system. So if you are facing any issues, please let us know. We will help you out definitely. So this is the interface. On the left hand side you can see that the server name, the database name in it, and inside a database name we have tables. So the first step, we will create a database. Okay. Uh, so I have create a database. If you are have SSMS installed in your system, I request you that you can do this thing side by side me. And if you are facing some issues in running the queries, please let us know on the fly. Okay, we will help you out. So I just created a database. So if I refresh it, it has created a database for me. Earlier it was not there, right? So the first step we have done, we have created a database. Now we will work everything inside it only, right? So the first thing, I will create a table because the data is stored inside tables, and inside tables we have columns, different columns of different data types. Okay, so we will create some basic table here. Okay, so first of all, and after before creating a table, you have to enter, like although we are inside SQL demo 2 database, but you have to tell SSMS under which database you want to create a table, you want to create any stored procedure or something like that, any function. So you have to tell that. If I am uh, writing a new query, it doesn't know by itself that which database you want to use. If you don't and first go inside that database, it will create your table inside the master database, which we don't want. Okay, so for to enter any database, I will simply write use command, and so I am inside that database, right? I can play with the data now. Like I can play with the tables. I can create the tables, insert the data inside tables, and that will all inside that see this SQL database which we have created today, right? Just now. So any doubt related to create database, or I request everyone who have installed SSMS in their system to create this database along with me. I'm giving you 1 minute for that. Okay, because we will query some of the data. I have some questions at the end of the sessions. Okay, so you guys should be able to create the data, and we because you will have some questions which you have to solve by the next week, right? Before the next class, next weekend. So Alok, do you have the SSMS installed in your system? Mohil, Praveen.
Yes, Akshay.
Okay, so I hope. Okay, let me continue. So we have created a database, right? Then I will create a schema now. Okay, so what is schema? Like the first step is to create the hierarchy is database, then schema, okay, then table, right? So but as we told you in the yesterday session, different databases have different concepts. Might be in some of the databases or some of the RDBMS system, related database management system, schema and databases are considered as same thing. Okay, but here schema and databases are different thing. Okay, like it's another level of hierarchy we are adding. Okay, suppose like let me recall yesterday I have given an example. Suppose in a ABC company we have different departments, HR department, IT department. So in HR department we have different 2 3 tables. In IT department we have 2 3 tables. So in ABC database, which is a company, HR will be one schema, IT will be one schema, and inside HR we have 2 3 tables which might be have HR related details. In IT which have IT related details. So that kind of thing I am relating to, right? Okay, so let me create a schema also. Um, Let me create what name we can give. ABC. Okay, for now. It has created a schema for me. Okay, so right. So now next step would be I will create a table. Okay, inside that table only we will store the data. Suppose you have a table. If you are making a database of a college, so college might have a table name subjects, or students, it a student, sorry, and student have their roll number, the subject they have taken, the the marks they are obtained in their 12th standard. So that kind of thing we are stored in a table, right? So let me create a table for it. So what's the syntax? It is saying that create table, the table name, and then bracket open, column name, its data type, column 2, its data type. Okay, so let me create a table now. I will create inside the ABC schema. Okay, sorry. uh, Let me give one name. Okay, name, and I will give it data type of varchar. I will explain some of the basic data types uh, just next, and we will have discuss the data types, all the data types separately in a one lecture. Okay, in either next week. Yeah. Okay. So just bear with me. Roll number. Um, I am giving int because roll number is of integer type. You are relating the varchar means variable character. Like name is a type of string. Like Akshay, Mohil, Pavan. That is a character type. Okay, and roll number is kind of integer, like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, I will explain it. Numeric. So I'm creating a table here. Okay, so it has created a table student inside ABC inside a schema ABC. Okay, so let me refresh it. See, it has created inside the schema. Okay, if I am not using that ABC, if I'm creating a table with not using that schema name, okay, and I'm just copying the same thing. Okay, so it will not store inside that schema. So schema is just another level of bifurcation in a layman language we are giving here. Okay, so on. See, it has created a DBO is the database owner schema. It's a default schema. Okay, DBO dot. It's a database owner. It's a default inside default schema it will create. Okay, not the schema we have explicitly created ABC. Okay, so I am dropping this. I have table. I will explain drop by drop. Okay, so I have a table named ABC student. Okay, which has two column named name and roll number. So till now anyone has any problem, and if you have SSMS open, please create side by side, because it will, when you are practicing on your own, when you are writing the code, it will be it will be easy to remember. Okay, the more you write, either you are looking at my screen and writing, that's not a problem. The more you write, the more you will remember in future. Okay, because it's kind of practicing only, it's kind of live practicing we are doing, right? Because today's session we will just go through the basics only, and because many of the our students are uh, newbie to the SQL or IT industry. Okay, so we have to take care of all the students. Okay, so can we continue? Any doubt anyone has related to this till create table, create schema? I think I'm taking it as a yes, and no one has any doubt. Might be having morning blues, Monday morning blues of tomorrow. Okay, so let me continue. So before going forward, I was just want to highlight some of the basic data types Apart from this, we have many data types, but we will have discuss in the separate session, okay? Because it data types itself is a very important, and will take a decent amount of time to explain. Okay, so as we are using this int float and varchar only in our today's session, so I will just want to highlight the data types. Okay, so what the data type means, like it means that what type of value you are storing in your inside your column. Okay, so integer value, it's a character value, float value. What is meant by integer, like whole number, 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10, anything. Float, which includes decimal, okay, like 1.2, 10.2, 10.33, that kind of thing. If you are using, that is float. Varchar means variable length character, like you are not defining the exact length of the character. Suppose you have a pawan, like pawan, it's a 5 letter word, so you are it, but uh, the another name would be Arun, another name would be Gautam. So that kind of name, like you're not hard coding the character length, it's variable character. So inside this n you can put the maximum value your column value can take, 50 letters, 30 letters, 100 letters. Okay, so I think I'm making sense here. Don't worry if you're not able to relate data types. We will have a separate session of data types, because there are many data types apart from these three. Just I am highlighting this because in today's session we will be like we you will be mostly seeing, like when I creating a table, these data types. Okay, so the next thing, the first step, you have created a database, you have created a schema, you have created a table student with two columns. You can have n number of columns, right? For the example, we have created only two columns, right? So the third step would be inserting the data. So, sorry. So this is an empty table we have created. If we use the select statement, so select statement is the basic statement to where to if we want to show what type of data it has in a student. So the select statement we use. Okay, so it's empty, right? No data is here because we just have defined a architecture. You can say, the schema of the database schema, uh, the structure of the table we have defined only. It doesn't have any data inside it. Structure means what is the table name, what type of data it will hold. It will hold an integer type and variable type of character type of data, right? And how many character can that name column can hold. So that kind of structure we have defined here. Okay, so it is empty table right now. So we will insert the data. Okay, so what is the command? Insert into table name, column name, and values. Okay, so and yesterday we have um, taught you like the different categories. So can anyone let me know that what type of command the insert is, DML or DDL, like data definition language or data manipulation language? Anyone can tell me? We have taught you this yesterday, the concepts of DDL and DML, data definition language and data manipulation language. Let me give you the explanation also. Data definition means you are defining the structure of the data. Okay, creating a table, you are dropping a table. Okay, and manipulation means you are manipulating with the data, inserting the data, deleting the data. So under which category that our insert statement will fall? Anyone? Anyone wants it, they can answer that in their chat window. Okay. So it's a DML command. Okay, we are manipulating with the data. So insert into table name. What's our table name? Okay. So we will write the column names. then values. Okay. So name is a kind of a variable character. So whenever you are writing a string or a character type of thing, you will put it in quotes. Okay. And what is the roll number we are giving? 1. Okay. So let me insert it. So it is giving me one row affected. Okay. So let me, oh, sorry. So it has inserted a data, right? It has inserted one row for me. Name is Akshay, roll number is 1. I want to insert another data, other row. It will insert other row for me. Okay. Sorry. I have forget to put that comma. Okay. So it will insert another row with Akshay and Pavan more. Okay. Because I haven't changed this value. It will have 3 records for me now. See, let me, I have I have deliberately insert the same values because we will update it. Okay, the later part of the, suppose you have by mistake, it's a roll number can't be same, right? Roll number can't be same. There is a concept of primary key. Okay, with when we will discuss the data types, we will discuss the primary key and constraints, different type of constraints. But for now, you can consider roll number is a primary key, which is a unique value. Like roll number can't be duplicated. Okay, so by mistake, if you have updated, as we don't have mentioned the constraint, it is allowing, SQL is allowing us to enter the same value for the roll number. If I make it a roll number is a primary key, it will throw me an error. Okay, value 1 is the roll number can't be duplicated. This type of error it will give. Okay, so we will update it in the upcoming part of the today's lecture. Okay, with the update command. So we have updated the data, right? Like it has the data inside it with the help of insert. If you don't want to mention the name, you can also, there is another way of inserting a data. Insert into abc dot student. Okay, then you can simply write the order wise, like names the order, you can write uh, Saurav. Okay, and comma, it has 4 roll number, sorry, values. So it has inserted. Okay, so there is two way. You can explicitly mention the name, mention the column names, or in the order wise you can give. Okay, like the name, if you give in a opposite, it will throw an error. Okay, I will show you. It has entered a Saurabh for me. I have inserted it twice. So suppose I am not explicitly defining the column and I am changing the order, like 4 and this. See, it has thrown me an error because the, here where the data types come into picture. Here we are explicitly defining. Okay, first enter the value Akshay for name, enter the value name 2 for roll number. So it's a string type, character type. So we have defined the character type. It is matching the data type, right? But here what SQL is see, it is going to here the table structure and name is of varchar type, but it is, we are giving 4, which is a type of integer. So there is a data type mismatch. It will throw an error for us. Okay, but when we are explicitly defining the, if I change this, okay, suppose I'm copying this, then it will allow me. I'm just copying it, and um and simply set that. Okay, see, it is giving, it will give me Will not give me an error. See, it is allowing me if because I'm explicitly defining, okay, for roll number give value 10, for name give value ABC, but here it is not able to identify like what is this, like 4 is a type of int, but it is taking it as varchar inside it because we are not explicitly defining the uh, column names. Okay, so I hope I am making sense. If anyone has some doubt here, please let me know. Let me have a sip of water meanwhile. Okay, so anyone has any doubt till yet? Come on, guys. Anyone want? Okay, be interactive in the session. Um, okay, let me go ahead. So we have inserted a data, right? We have the values. Let me delete this and only now the first step was we have created a database. We have created the schema. We have created the table inside that schema. Okay, and then we have inserted the data. Okay, so then, and yes, the where clause. Okay, because it will we will be using in our upcoming queries. So the where clause is to filter the data row wise. Okay, like when you are using the where clause, it will search row wise. Okay, first row, second row, third row, fourth row. When you want to filter out a particular row, we will be using uh, where clause. Okay, it will be, it's a very important clause, when you suppose you want only data where name is Akshay, so it will search. Okay, first row it will go Akshay name, it will print that. Second it will print that. Third, Pavan, no, Akshay is not there. Saurabh, Akshay is not there, it will skip that. Okay, it will give me the result where name with the roll number 11 Akshay. Okay, so let me, so as Akshay is a string, so we have to give it in a quotes. Okay, see, it has given me only the two records because if uh, if I am seeing if I am um, commenting out the where, it is giving me all. The commenting means like this block of code will not run. Okay, this block of code will not run. Commenting on means it is neglecting the code for me. So comments are when we want to neglect that part of code. Okay, or I want to write something like what does this select statement is giving me. Okay, okay, any doubt anyone has in this? um okay, so where I was like we were at commenting part. Okay, if I want to write what does this table is signifying, what does this select statement signifying, I can write that using comments. Okay, so we have explained what does where statement do. Okay, so next is the basic select statement. Okay, and with any where condition. Okay, so this we have already discussed. So as we have mentioned, like we want to update an existing record. So by mistake, what I have done, the roll number should be a unique identity. Okay, because even like if you are in a college or a school, so no like two students have the same roll number can have okay, it is a contradicting statement, right? So no two students have roll number 11. Okay, so we have to update. Suppose let so that where the update command help us. Okay, that is where update command help us to update an existing record. Okay, So it's a simple, what's the syntax for that? It is update the table name, set which column I want to update, and where I want to update that. Okay, so let us write this. Suppose I want to update the roll number to suppose 3, where the name is Akshay, because it is one is repeating itself. Okay, what will I do? I will write update, table name was abc dot student. Okay, set column name. Column name I want to set roll number. Okay, it's equal to 3, where name is equal to, but it will update for both of the records. Okay, because it will find Akshay. So let me change the name first. Okay, because when it is finding the name Akshay, it will update roll number to both of the three. The name should be different for that, then you will able to identify whatever I'm trying to saying. Okay, so let me update the name first here. It will again contradict because the name is same. uh, uh, okay, so okay, so it has affected 2 rows for me. See, it has updated the name for me because the roll number is coming twice. So here uh, I can use another concept, but it would be advanced, like Windows function for to giving a rank or roll number. But here it will not work. Just trying to explain a concept. If you want to update a particular row, you can. Okay. So let me insert another record, then you will able to understand. Okay. Name would be Akshay, and then roll number would be 1. Again, I'm adding the same thing. Now I will update. Okay, it has Akshay also with 1. Now I will update it. Okay, update table name to 3. Now see, it has updated the roll number to 3, where okay, to sorry, name to uh, roll number to 3, where name is Akshay. Earlier it was 1, right? So that kind of thing, if you want to update an existing record based on some other record, you can update it. And see what the where clause is playing role here. It is identifying row by row. Okay, where name is equal to Akshay, it will go here. It is finding Akshay, no, it will skip this. It will find Akshay, no, it will find Akshay, no, 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 no. It will find Akshay here, it will update the roll number. We have updated set roll number is equal to 3. So it's in simple English, like you can understand. Update table for me, set the value of roll number is equal to 3, where the name, the value of the name is Akshay. Okay, so it has updated this for me. Okay, so mm, anyone has any questions, please let me know, and else we will move forward. Okay, so I hope you are know the concept how to update it, and the where, what, how does the where clause is working here. because it can be an interview question also. How does the where clause is working, like row wise, or how does it working? Okay, so um, any questions anyone has? I am taking a pause of 1 minute here. I'm not, this don't want this session to be quite, monotonous or boring. Let people please interact, ask questions, or at least give a thumbs up that you are understanding and you are able. If you have SSMS installed in your system, you should be able to create this table, or if not, please let us know. We will help you out. Um, any
Sure, Akshay.
okay, okay, okay. Let's move forward. Uh, so now I have updated that record, but my requirement is now came that okay, my manager asked me, Akshay, you have to delete the data for from the table, but we don't want to delete all the data. Okay, so we want to delete where we have multiple entries, right? Like suppose we want to delete where name is Akshay 2, or with the row where name is Pawan. I want to delete only the name or roll number respect to roll numbers. Okay, I don't want to delete all the data. So if that kind of requirement came, we will use the SQL command delete from table name. And if I only give delete from table name, it will delete all the entries for me. Okay, but please, like if we do that, it will be a blunder in the production system or any system we will do. Okay, so we should be know that delete statement should be used definitely with the various clause until unless we have a requirement that okay, we have to delete all the rows. Okay, because it will delete all the rows for me. Okay, only the structure will remain for me if I create delete from table without a where clause. Okay, so we have to be very cautious while running the delete drop commands, because it, although we have the data backup of the database in the industry, but still it will create a blunder if you, like without any requirement or without being cautious, you will run these commands, delete or drop or truncate type of commands. Okay, so you have to be cautious. So suppose I want to delete a particular name row with where name is Saurabh only or where name is Pawan only. So what will I do? Delete from uh, table name. What is our table name? This. Okay. Where name is equal to what do I want to Pawan. Okay. So it has deleted that row for me. Keep remember that SQL is not case sensitive. Okay, we can make it with the help of some settings, but by default SQL is not a case sensitive language. Like irrespective of case, you either you are writing power capital power with capital P or small p, it's not making any difference. Okay, it's not a case sensitive language. Okay, see, it has deleted a record for me where name is Pawan. Okay, so what if I don't use where clause with it? It will delete all the data for me. Okay, so it will delete all the data for me, only the structure will remain. I don't want that. Okay, again I'm writing data here. Oh, sorry. Oh, oh, it has again, I'm inserting a data again. Okay, so be cautious while using the delete statement. Okay, it's a very dangerous statement. Always be cautious and always check the the requirement, which particular row or which particular rows you want to delete. Okay. So the next command is truncate. So it serves a similar kind of purpose as the delete command is serving. It will delete the data rows for me, but it doesn't have the option the for where clause. Okay, it will delete all the rows for me. Okay, and it's a little bit more efficient when compared to optimize or more optimized than delete. Okay, at the back end, but delete without a where clause is acting as a truncate statement only. Okay, and again we have to be cautious while running the truncate command. Okay, what will we do? It will delete all the data for me. Okay, all the rows, only the structure will remain. Okay, so what was the difference between it is delete without where clause is serving the same purpose, although at the backend truncate is more efficient when at the and more optimized way to delete. But as you know, as a beginner you should be aware that delete without where is serving a same purpose, and truncate and delete commands are very dangerous demand. We have commands, we have to be very cautious while running this on the data, on the any database or any table. Okay, so I hope I am clear till now. uh, any doubts anyone has, please let us know. Okay, I think everyone is totally cleared. Okay, so till now we have deleted only the rows, only the data, not the structure. But now I want to delete the structure itself. I want to delete the table itself. Okay, not only the data. So what I will do? I will use this what drop table drop command. Okay, it will drop the table for me. When I'm trying to select anything from it, it will give an error that this table does not exist, because I'm dropped the structure also. If I'm dropping the only the rows, the table still has, but it don't have any data. It has the structure. We can reinsert the data. Okay, but see, okay, sorry. Invalid object name. It is the SQL server is not able to find abc.student table. Okay, so now if I write drop table database, it will drop the database for me also. Okay. Okay, I think we have already deleted that. Okay, so sorry, drop database. Right. Okay, let me restart it because it is in use. That's why it's not allowing me to delete the database, because we are using it with the use command. Okay, let me restart it. Restart it, and then it will be go out of that SQL database, and it will allow me to drop the database. Okay, I think let me drop this database only. See, I have don't not doesn't drop SQL demo 2 because I have one table created here. I want to ask questions with. Okay. Uh, okay. I think here what I have that table will give me an error. One sec. Okay. See, the database doesn't exist. Object reference not instance. Okay. So it is not, when I click that, it is not there because we have already deleted that. Okay. So let me drop this also because it's currently in use. Disconnect to connect it. New query. Why it's currently in use? Okay. I think it is will not allowing me to delete a database. Might be it's in use with some of the table. But I think I'm clear like with the drop statement also. And drop statement is also a very dangerous statement because it will not only delete the data, it will delete a structure also. Okay. It will delete a structure also. I think because it might be used at the backend. I don't know like why it's not allowing me to delete. But I think you guys are clear why what the statement is doing at the backend. Okay. So let me create another database for me and okay, demo 3 and let me use this database demo 3. Okay. See, I'm inside it. Now I will have a query where I have create some of the tables and now I will ask the questions and related to the things we have already discussed. Okay, let me find out where I have. Okay, let me create a table. So, okay, I have created a table name employee with the column name employee ID, first name, last name, age, and department ID. I have inserted a data also. Okay, I have just shown how to do these things. Okay, I've just make the ready statement for the class. So now I will ask questions related to this table. What was something where? Okay, SQL demo 3 employee. See, this is the data inside it. Okay, so the first question would be, how can you retrieve all the columns and rows from the employee table? Please ping in the chat window related to this. Okay, or anyone wants to answer or anyone wants to try this statement in this query in their SSMS, please you can paste in the chat window. I'm again repeating the question. How can you retrieve all the columns and rows from the employee table? I've already done it for you. I'm deleting it. Suppose I have a table name employee and this is the data. How can I show in the SSMS this window? Can anyone uh, um, write it for me? Anyone? No. Mr. Nagendra, can you write it the query for me? No one. Okay, let me write it for you. It's simple. Select star from table name. Okay, it will give and give the data for me. Okay, so first question we have done it. So how can you find all the employees who are older than 30 years? So first of all, which clause we will use to filter out the things? So let me have the table. I think is my this table is visible to all of you or should I increase zoom in? Is this like we
Yeah,
have
we
the
can
age
see.
column?
We can see
We,
this.
okay, you have age. So let me know how you will query. Like I want, how can you find all the employees who are older than 30 years? How will you query that? Ping your answer in the chat window, or you can also, verbally told me. I will write the query in front of you. Please, guys, like we have already discussed how you can query, how you can filter out. Okay, let me give you a hint. You we will use where clause to filter out. Mm, no one.
We
Can,
can mention that where employees is less than or greater than equal
okay.
to
Can
30,
you
like
write
that.
Shubham in the chat window? You are going in a right direction. Can you write it for me in
Yeah,
the chat
sure.
window? Okay. Thank you. The
Mm.
whole query. Let me frame the question again. For repeat the who are older than 30 years, not younger, older than 30 years. I want that. This is the table in front of you. You have employee ID, first name. Okay, I want all the columns, not a particular column. Okay. Mm, Heraz, do you want to try? Nagendra, do you want to try? Mohil, do you want to try?
Yes, Akshay.
Okay, Shubham has written it for me. Let me write this. If it's, let me wait for some other guys from some other people also. Okay. Okay, Mohil has also written it for me. Very good. So, okay, let me write it. But Shubham has written it for me. Give him just a space. Okay, it's giving an error. Okay, you haven't mentioned the table name, Shubham, in the query.
Yeah, yeah, that is the thing. Yeah, this is wrong. Yeah,
Okay,
I got it now, Akshay.
yeah.
I need
So
to select that age table, right?
no, no, no. You see, Mohil has done a good job. He has written the right query. Select star from. He has
Mm-hmm.
mentioned the table name in the chat window. So table name is employee, where age is greater than 30. Okay. What was my
30.
question?
Mm-hmm.
My question was how can you find all the employees who are older than 30 years? Okay. So let me select all the columns also. Then you will be able to match it. Okay. See, the second statement is returning all the columns. The first statement is returning only where the age is greater than 30. Okay, so see, it has only the employees where age is greater than 30. Okay, is everyone able to relate? Everyone able to understand? Shubham, are you able to understand this? Like, okay, great, Shubham. Great,
Yes,
Mohil.
yeah.
Good job, Mohil. And okay, so we will move to next question. How can you find all the employees who work in department 101? Okay, let me delete this and only query this. Okay, so see it has department ID. Okay, so I'm giving you a hint also. You can you make use of department ID. Just write a query for me. How can you find all the employees who work in department 101? Apart from Mohil, please I want other people also to answer. You can write in a chat window. We will try. Shubham is writing. Mr. Ragendra, you can try. Heraz, Mr. Devnath, Praveen, you can try. It's a very simple query, quite similar to what Mohil has written in the previous one. Okay. If you don't know the table and its employee, and if you don't know on the column name, you can just write select star from the column name or anyone. I will make it sure that okay. So I'm just repeating it. How can you find all the employees who work in department 101? And this is the table for you. Employee ID, first name, last name, age, department ID. Okay. So okay, many people are think writing. Who is all writing? Shubham, no. Let me write Shubham's statement first. and then we will write. So will it run or not, Shubham? Like according to you or anyone, like who all think
Uh,
it will run, give a yes, or let me, if who all thinks it will no, give a no. Will it run, guys?
Per my understanding, it won't, Akshay. I think it should be in, or I mean, in case there are multiples, it should be in. I don't think contain.
Okay, Raj, you are going right. We haven't tell the concept of n yet, but yes. Okay, it is showing because it's not the correct syntax, Shubham. Okay, it's not a correct syntax. So
okay.
let me write what Eras has done for me. Table is employee. Okay. See, it has given me for me. Instead of contain, you have to use where column name is equal to 101. Okay, so is equal to. We are comparing department ID with it will give row by row where clause and it will print for me. Okay, let me select all the things and then you will able to identify. Okay, so this is the thing. I think I'm making sense here. The answer of the question is making sense here. Okay.
Yes,
Um,
Akshay.
okay. The next question for us is, let me delete this and write it. Okay. So how can you update the age of the employee with employee ID 5 to 30? Okay. How can you update the age of the employee with the employee ID 5 to 30? Okay. Employee ID 5. Okay. So employee ID 5, Chris, his age is 28. I want to update his age to 30. How will I do that? Give me a query for it, everyone. We have already explained the update statement to you guys. Shubham, you want to try? It's good
Akshay, can you show
you are
the
trying.
column once?
Yeah, yes, sure. Hmm. Anyone else wants to try apart from Eraz? He's doing a very good job. Okay. No one wants to try. Okay. Anyone?
Can you show the question once?
Yes, sure, sure. Yes. How can you update the age of the employee with employee ID 5 to 30? It means that, see, I am just telling you, we have a column name employee ID. Here value is 5 and the age is 28. I want this age to be updated to 30 instead of 28. How will I do that? How will I update it? I will use update query. Okay. Let me give, I'm giving a hit. We will use the update query. Guys, we have just learned in detail how update query runs, right? So at least try. Even if it's wrong, it doesn't matter. At least give it a try for us. Okay, Raz, seems good. Let other people also write the query. Let me write the query written by Eras first. Okay. Okay, sorry, you have written the table only. Okay, seems
Sorry for
it's
that.
correct. No, no worries. See, it has updated to 30. Very, very good, eras. The question demands that only. Where the employee ID is 5 should be read to 30. Okay. Mohil, the question, I think you have misunderstood it. Let me. Eras query should work fine. Okay, Mohil. The question asked was that only. So, how can you delete employee with employee ID 8 from employee? Now, I want to delete the row where employee ID is 8. How will I do that? This would be the last question for today. Okay. So just because we have covered all the things, delete, select, update, and now, okay. So give me a query for it. Hurry up. Uh, it's a very simple query. Mohil query will work if we have, multiple employee ID with multiple, we have 5 or, okay. So give me a query for this, the delete one.
Akshay, can
Yeah.
you show the question, man?
Yes, sure. How can you delete the employee with employee ID 8 from the employee table? Okay. So it means that we have an employee with employee ID 8. I want to delete that row from the table. How will I do that? Someone has written it for me. Araz has written it for me. Mohil also has written it for me. Okay. Let me write it. Anyone else wants to write? Shubham is also trying. Very good, Shubham. Okay, very good. Shubham, let me try your query also only. Okay. Where we have, uh, sorry, employee spelling is quite, okay, it should run. 1 second. Uh, is it, sorry. Okay, employee it. Why it's not? It should work. Okay, I don't know why it was not working. The same query.
I guess employee spelling is different in that table, and where like we are
No, no, no. It's
updating here
same.
now.
It has deleted it for me, right? Employee.
Yeah,
Where like he has written the same, right? The spelling is same.
yes.
Yeah. So it has deleted it for me. Okay. The query was
Yeah,
right.
that table is deleted, right?
No, no, table is
That
not
record.
deleted. Only
Sorry,
the
sorry,
row is
that
deleted.
record.
We have
Mm-hmm.
written the where clause. If I don't use the where clause, it will delete the whole rows for me. Okay. So I think, and similarly, we can. Want you guys to write. Try this question. How can you delete all the employees who are older than 40 years? Okay. We will give some other question set for the next class, and I will give you the table also, and with the data inside that, and I will give you a SQL query to create a table, and accordingly I will give you the questions also. So similar kind of question will be there. You please try that questions, and in next class we will discuss if you have any issues in that. Okay. So I am ending the class today.